are live. Um, Fixing all the craziness from yesterday.
I was stupid. So
Stupid, he says.
Wise wasn't very wise. Just so anyone who's listening knows, when you're looking at your engine this direction, that is not left. I put the left side head gasket on this side and the right side on this side. Because left, right. I was wrong. I did it backwards. That is left because you're supposed to be facing this way, the direction of travel. What this means, and this is what caused the water leakage yesterday, is I had a bolt hole that doesn't exist on the front of the block, but does on the back, lining up over top of the water journals around the cylinder. So when I poured water in, it just ran out the side. It was open to space. We did go yesterday and buy a new gasket. A new gasket. I thought I was buying a set of gaskets. The guy didn't even ask me left or right. He just sold me what I thought was 2 gaskets and a sleeve. It was just the left side. So we had to go get another one this morning. That's why we did not go back live. But in all actuality, we have a slight advantage here. I want to bolt the long tubes to the headers, or the heads, and then feed them in together.
There they are. They're pretty. Look.
Because
look at my bung.
Yes, look at your bunghole. Your bunghole.
Bunghole.
I am cornholio. So it'll be so much easier to bolt these onto the head and then feed it into place.
Yep. And since we have to take the heads off anyway, look, there's one.
Yep. And I'm ready to start bolting. So
bolty.
I've already got the gasket sitting there. Exhaust manifold gasket. Correct side. It's got the EGR breather.
So that's the left?
It's the right.
It's the right. So you're saying it's right?
No, left.
Left?
Right.
Right?
Right.
Right.
Left.
Left.
Anyone watching is going, shut the hell up.
God, these guys are idiots.
All right, can you grab the back end of that collector?
Neverboard S10 Addict says fancy. Yes.
Yeah.
All the fancy.
The best thing we can do is make this engine breathe better. And that's what we're doing.
Yes. We stopped it from smoking, which is bad for you. So if you smoke, you should stop. Yep.
Shut up.
The car smoked, we're stopping it.
Jeff smokes.
He should stop.
Yes.
Oop.
Yep. You're. Okay. There we go. Stupid gasket, line back up. We did have to buy new bolts for this. We got the long tubes sans bolts. Thank you, Frankie.
Yep. Thank you, Frankie. Well, so this isn't test fitting because we're going to actually feed these in through the top of the motor. That's the easiest way to do this.
Yeah, we have so little clearance on the side of this motor to try to get these headers in, but I'm having to pull the heads off. And once these are bolted on, I'll be easily able to feed them in through the gap. Oh, that's not working so well.
I can put the phone in the stand.
Put the phone in the stand.
Okay. All right.
I've got it.
Ladies and gentlemen of YouTube land, I'm going to put you in your home.
Unfortunately, with it in the stand and both of us working on something, we can't actually...
We won't be able to see the chat. So. All right.
We'll be back to the chat in just a moment. I just need him to help me line up.
All right. If I can stop disconnecting the freaking mic, that'd be great.
Actually, I think I got it.
Oh, now he's got it, he says.
I said I think.
Do you? If you could see the look he's giving me. I'm sorry.
Okay, I've got this.
He said, what kind 5.7 liter Hemi. It is awesome.
I thought I had this.
Jeff thinks he has it. Let's see if we can get. Yeah. Wow. Don't break the headers.
Break the headers.
Don't break the headers. All right.
Now I'm just thinking about the header bash.
I can't see chat, so I can't answer questions. So I'm not ignoring you.
He ran away. He's ignoring me.
I did run away because I was thirsty. All right, what do you need?
Grab the end of that pipe and hold it still.
Okay.
Stupid fucking. There we go. Are you not going to line up? Oh my goodness.
Yeah. Trying to help.
I think it's this one hole.
Right.
Doesn't the rest of them seem like they're off the same amount? So, let's shift just a hair. Put this one in. Put this one in. Okay, that caught thread.
Yay!
All right, give me a few minutes to torque the rest, put the rest of them in and torque them down, and then we can feed this head into place.
Then we have to take the other head off.
Yeah, because again, I'm stupid. I put the left on the right and the right on the left. So even though I've got the right gasket now on the right-hand side, I've got the wrong one on the left.
Yep.
Which, I'm an idiot. It's part of backyard mechanic work and just learning as you go. I am not a professional mechanic. I wouldn't even want to be. Every professional mechanic I know absolutely hates working on cars.
It ruins the passion.
Yeah, this is fun to me. I don't want to ruin my fun. See that bolt right there?
Yes.
I've got this. Good enough.
I didn't mean to drop it.
Good enough.
Boltus follows out of fingerus.
Oh, man. I still giggle about the boltus removus.
Right?
The very back bottom valve cover bolt on the passenger side, I was thrashed when I took it apart, and I could not figure out how I managed to get a wrench on that thing. I kept saying I was casting a spell called Boltus Removus. I just don't understand how to cast Boltus Insertus. All right. I don't have clearance to a lot of these with this,
right.
So I'm going to have to do them manually.
Manual. If only he was here to turn these bolts.
Oh, Manuel is my friend. Manuel Labor.
Yeah. You only need one of them.
I told you Johnny's uncle, right? And when he goes back to Mexico because he is not, he's like persona non grata.
Yeah.
He just tells everybody his name is Juan Dos Tres.
Yeah.
I should have put the left on the right and the right on the left, and we could have freaking like output tubes.
Right?
Yeah, it wouldn't work. I think the bolt holes actually do line up, but we've got our EGR system, which I thought about deleting. But why are you?
Because it's heavy.
Hold it up.
Bite me.
You have one job.
I have lots of jobs.
All right, 13 millimeter.
It's right there.
It is.
See? Told you.
You were right.
I know.
It's Waldorf and what?
Oh.
The old men from the Muppets.
I don't know.
Waldorf is one of them. Somebody last night said we argue like the old men
that
from
wasn't
the
last
Muppets.
night.
That wasn't last
night?
night?
That was a couple of lives ago.
Oh, that was a couple of lives ago. Okay. All right. I can't even get a socket in there.
And you managed to find a 13 millimeter wrench?
It was like
right
magic.
There. Yeah. Wow, that's incredible.
This is bringing back some weird memories of the Mustang.
Right? Good times.
24-ish years ago, we put a dual exhaust hooker header intended for a Bronco on his 6-cylinder Mustang, his 66 Mustang.
It's awesome.
We put a pair of cherry bombs on it because why the fuck not? We were stupid kids. That car never got its upgraded exhaust done.
Nope.
It stayed cherry bombs until the day you sold it.
Yep.
And holy crap, it actually sounded really good.
Yes.
When you weren't revving too high.
Yep.
Or letting off the gas quickly.
Yeah.
Because it popped a lot when you popped off the gas. But that's what cherry bombs do. Anyone that doesn't know, cherry bombs are not mufflers. They're glass packs. Basically, it's just a resonation chamber. They actually make your car louder. But if you buy the right size to match the engine that you're running, you actually get a good syncopation, a good frequency mashup.
Syncopation.
And they sound good. The best I've ever heard them sound was on my 2.6 liter hemispherical head Mitsubishi built motor in my second Mighty Max.
Okay, let's see. What do we have here? We have someone says, what are we working on? We are working on a 2005 Dodge Magnum RT. We just finished putting in a second stage comp cams in it and MDS delete.
I was foolish. I reversed the head gaskets, so we're having to fix that. And I came to the realization that it'll be easier to stab these headers in attached to the head with both of us here. We've got enough room to do it. It's a lot easier than trying to bolt these on from underneath.
So this live is screaming. We just had 100 people in here.
Oh, holy
Thank you
crap.
so much, 100 people. That's awesome for 13 minutes in. Currently, we are bolting the long tube headers onto the heads, and we're going to feed it into the engine compartment. That should be the easiest way to get this in and get it all bolted up.
Yeah, well, the problem is I've got so little clearance on this side of the engine between the side of the engine bay and the engine block.
Because of where the shock towers and stuff are, there's just so little room.
Left side, driver's side, I actually have like 2 more inches of room.
Yeah.
The engine is either offset or the bay is asymmetrical. I'm not sure which. I think the bay is asymmetrical.
And someone said, take it easy on yourself, bro.
Huh?
Because you're picking on yourself for screwing up.
Oh, yeah. No. I am my own worst critic. All right. You ready to do this?
No.
Well, point the camera at the car anyway. Is that...
car.
Okay.
What do we want? I mean,
well, I'm going to be up here.
Okay.
Once we get it into place.
Probably as good as we're gonna get. It's about center engine compartment.
Okay. There's the creeper.
Do I need to move the camera?
Yeah, I'm the creeper. Dude, this thing's still okay, it's still plugged in, but it's not on.
It trigger.
Yeah, I saw it.
Yeah.
I was thinking more like a soldering iron.
Yeah, nope.
Mark was using a plastic welder earlier, and I thought it was about to start a fire. Okay.
All right.
You want to chill for a second?
No, I just need a drink.
Okay. Once we get it in there, set on the tubes, you can pick back up the camera.
Yep.
And I'll start bolting things down. Shift the intake this way, pull that head off.
All right. So it says we have roughly 70 people in here right now. Thank you so much, 70 people. We appreciate you being here, watching us be dumbasses. As you watch my old butt get on a creeper.
Okay, get in there.
I'm working on it. Old.
Okay, you see the collector?
See.
Put your hand on it.
Got it. Where are you at?
I'm just moving some wiring. Okay, push up.
Okay, hold on.
Like not towards me, up towards the chassis.
Okay.
Go. More. Come on.
That's probably all I can give you.
No, that's not possible. Okay, let's trade positions. Come on out.
Well, I mean, I guess I could try from over here.
Yeah, because it's not aligned.
Right.
The head's sitting too low.
Okay.
You're pushing the collector towards the chassis. You're not shoving in or up. You're aligning it to where it should be. You get me?
Oh, so I need to head towards the transmission.
Yeah, grab the whole backside of the collector and push it towards the chassis.
Okay. That's hard on a creeper. So like that?
No, you didn't do anything.
I'm pushing the collector.
Okay, get out of there.
Well,
come on. We're going to trade. I know what needs to be done. Just come on.
Whoa, that was scary.
Obviously, I can't explain it, so.
Obviously not. Ow.
I don't know which direction you were pushing, but you needed to be lifting the collector and setting the header into place.
Well, that's what I was trying to do. Ow.
All right. Ready?
All right, what's the best position for me to be in?
About there. Okay, how close are we?
You need to come up.
Up where?
More in the back than in the front. Oh, that didn't sound good.
Yeah, it was just heat shielding.
Oh, okay. So you're about half an inch from the bolt in the front.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, it's harder.
Half an inch in which direction?
You need to come forward.
Okay, so grab the head and move it forward.
Okay. Okay, hold on. We're almost there now. If we can go up just a tiny bit. Real close.
That
I know.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
What?
Everything moved.
Yeah.
You know what? This is stupid.
We need to get a jack under that damn near. Careful. What are you thinking?
Are we going to have to header bash?
I don't think so.
Oh, we got a header bash. Okay.
It was in... Well,
Mark, I've never had this bolted together.
what's it hitting?
The fucking metal in the body. I can see it from where I'm sitting. Okay, get under there and try to push up on the collector.
Okay.
I've got one side already pinned. Let's see if we can get the other side in.
Just up?
Yes. Yeah, no, that ain't gonna fit.
Oh, careful.
Oh!
That was live, too.
Hey, chat, how you doing? You see where it's making contact?
Not from my current position.
Right there. That's where it's hitting. So I got to smash in a dent. I need to mark that. Need something I can mark with. Let's see here.
Damn. Well, that blows.
It's not that big of a deal. All right. Oh, you crawled out.
Oh, I didn't.
I was going to have you do marks.
Oh.
Go.
Now you guys have watched Jeff almost kill himself on a creeper.
Right? Oh, my goodness. I'm surprised I didn't even hurt myself.
That was amazing.
Yeah, I can't wait to watch the footage of that. Okay, what do we got?
Oh, someone said I came in at the right time.
Me trying to eat shit?
Probably.
Honestly, all we know is their long tube.
All I know is they're long tube, yeah.
And they're supposed to be specific for this vehicle.
Yeah.
But I've got a clearance issue. And I'm going to have to smack the tube and put a dent in it.
This live is killing it.
Nice.
196.
Jesus Christ.
Killing it.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you so much. All you awesome people. Smash them likes and them sub buttons and everything like that. K&N filter. No. This has just got a...
Is it a K&N?
I know. It's just got an STP, I think.
Is this an S? I don't know.
Yeah, because it was the deal. No, not that.
Oh, oil filter.
That was loud. That was really loud.
Oil filter.
Oh, I said, wait, what was that? What was what? What is what?
I knocked over a piece of steel.
No, someone asked what was that, or what is that?
The vehicle? It's
I don't know.
a 2005 Dodge Magnum.
I can't tell what they're asking about. Hold on. I'm going to take the phone out of the thing.
Yeah, when I don't need your help, you can...
All right. Oh, the intake. Yeah, it's not a K&N. It's an air raid.
Yeah, I don't know about it. I honestly feel like this thing had a better cold air setup naturally.
Yeah, it's an air raid intake. There it is. Yeah.
I mean, whatever.
Oh, implement of bashing. Implement of bashing.
Work smarter, not harder.
Oh, all right.
I'll get it.
Okay. Oh, okay. People are commenting on each other's stuff in chat. Nice.
Oh, nice. Start a conversation.
Right?
Give me
Yes.
You see the bolts next to the microphone thing? Yeah. Give me one of those.
Bolt.
I don't have to header bash. I just had a clearance issue.
Okay. No header bash. Woohoo!
Okay, give me another one.
Bolt. Do you ever feel like you're just the guy handing the guy the thing to do the things?
Oh man. Do the thing just makes me think of Korra. Legend of Korra. Julie, do the thing. And Julie always knew what the thing was. No other instruction, just do the thing. She knows what to do.
Yes, we were able to get new head gaskets. You did put the new head gasket in there, right?
Oh, no. Just a bunch of RTV. It should be good, right?
Hi, Bill. Thanks for joining.
Yes, we totally got the new head gaskets. When we went last night and bought head gaskets, they sold us a gasket. Apparently, they sell them in pairs with this vehicle because it has a common problem.
No, they sell them singularly.
Or singularly with this vehicle because there's a common problem with cylinder 5, and you end up needing one more than you need the other.
Yeah.
So that was upsetting.
And Jeff did put the left on the right and the right on the left.
Yep. Because when you're looking at the front of the motor, this is the left. And I'm stupid.
You heard it here. Jeff is stupid.
You have those bolts? I was going to say, they're not sitting there anymore.
No, they're not. I am providing a service.
All right. Head bolts.
Top of the head bolts.
Well, yeah, the accessory bolts there. I need
to
to
the bottom.
Start putting in the actual bolts.
Yeah.
Here's our other head gasket.
Other head gasket.
Put that there.
That one goes on this side. We haven't taken that head off yet.
Yeah, I'm doing one side then the other. It just kind of makes sense to me.
But we did get the header put on, so that's kind of cool. So that at least makes all of this feel better.
Yeah, it's the easier way to do it.
Yeah. So
I was going to have a hell of a time doing that from underneath the motor.
Yeah. So doing that, did you put the right ones in the right spots?
They're all the same. These are not push rods. These are head bolts. They're all the same.
Oh, I thought you were putting in the.
No, I have to.
I thought you were putting in the push rods. Listen, I'm only half watching.
And he asks that because I did not initially realize I had longer exhaust than intake push rods and was having a little trouble getting the Valvetrain laced together. Look, sometimes I'm an idiot.
Oh, someone asked not oiling the head bolts.
So they did have oil on them. They actually are wet.
Yeah.
Oh, no, that one's dry. Yeah, okay.
Here we are, making Jeff second guess his life choices as I run away to get a drink. And I take the phone with me as you guys get a larger view of the Magnum as I get my drink. Jeff is oiling bolts. Now we have boltless installers.
Oh, you figured out how to cast that one?
Whoa, you're doing it. Yeah, we went to there went that bolt.
I've got it.
We went to install that head gasket and opened the package, and there was only one gasket. We were like, what? And Like we didn't realize they sold them individually.
Yeah, I thought we got a good $48 deal on a pair of head gaskets, you know? No, it was one of them.
Because when we bought it, they didn't say left or right side.
Now, what it was I pointed at something on the screen and missed the word that said left. I didn't realize it was just one gasket.
Man, this live is absolutely killing it.
I'm loving it.
Yeah, we didn't realize that. We absolutely didn't realize that.
I've never seen them sold that way. But apparently, with this engine, they have a common problem on cylinder 5, and people tend to only need one gasket.
It actually was not the right one. It was the wrong one. Or the wrong right one. But that's okay. It is what it is. Cylinder 5 and cylinder 3 trouble.
What is the trouble then?
Well, it's the valve drop.
Now, is that related to the lifters decomposing over time, or is it the rocker arms let go? I don't know. All right. Torque these.
Rocker arms fail.
Rocker arm failure. So I thought that might actually be an issue. I don't like these rocker arms. I haven't seen a lot of upgraded rocker arms for sale for this vehicle, though. I do see those stabilizer units that stabilize the rocker arms, but not a whole lot of billet ratio rockers, roller rockers, anything fun.
For anybody that hasn't watched the earlier videos, those are those comp cam springs, and boy, they're pretty.
Oh man, and they're dangerous.
Gosh,
if you've watched the previous videos, you know what I mean.
Those springs are so pretty.
Holy crap, that thing tried to kill me.
It was amazing. It was hilarious. Much like the creeper that just tried to kill Jeff. That Volster had a turbo.
I heard that.
It went.
I heard that.
I was like, ooh, turbo sounds.
Ugh.
What'd you do?
Well, I know I've got a 15 millimeter sitting here up there.
There are aftermarket rocker arms that are upgraded, but not worth it if you're running standard power. We are not running standard power.
Well, yeah, so we got a comp cam stage 2 kit in here, and I am not trusting this for torque specs. I'm only going in. I will be torquing these correctly.
He said torquing, not twerking.
That's not happening again.
It was funny.
It was. My old boss saw it. And that was the first thing he mentioned.
Yes, and that was amazing. Ooh, we have comments on comments.
Are people arguing?
No, Tyrone says we have a genius in the comments, which is, I don't know if I can say it. Shiraz? Shiraz?
Shiraz? Shiraz? I'm not sure.
Yeah. And that's okay. You don't have to know the history of the build. That's why we're here, to tell you the history of the build.
Some of which we don't completely know.
Yeah.
That's what happens when you buy a used car.
Yep.
We got this thing for a song. It was cheap as dirt. And it smoked like my grandma did.
Yeah.
2 packs a day.
And it is awesome. 2005 Dodge Magnum RT. Pretty darn good shape. Only 141,000 miles on it. Really, really clean. Of course, because it's an RT, it's, you know, all leather. In really good shape. Really, this is the only damage to the seats right here. Working on putting an Android Auto setup in it. And fixing, I actually worked on fixing the dash earlier. So, working on that. I did some plastic welding earlier. Trying to fix, this is a common issue with these, it's a common issue with these LX Dodges. These right here break, and then your ignition will twist. So. Oop, there went our mic.
Oh, come on.
Yeah, I'm really happy to own this car. I've wanted one since they first came out. Doesn't bother me.
What?
Someone said such ugly interiors.
Yeah.
I like it. I'm okay with it.
I'm having a little trouble getting the last bolt to line up.
Boo.
So, just a matter of turning everything back loose a little bit and then torque it.
Right, I get that. I mean, you know, that's... I'm okay if they, you know, if they want to cheap out on the interior. You know, if they want to cheap out on the interior, I'm okay with that. You know, I mean, it's these are such awesome cars in that it's the only V8 powered freaking station wagon that came out during these times. It's the only hot rod station wagon that came out in these years.
Since the 70s.
Yeah, and I really think Dodge should have kept making them.
And they just didn't sell very good. And I kind of get why, and I kind of don't. There we go. Now I caught thread.
Yay, thread.
Oh, wait, nope.
Ah.
Come on, you stupid.
Oh, yeah. Well, and that's why doing your newer Charger swaps with these is so popular. You put on your newer Charger front end, put in the newer Charger interiors and dashes, and it's a lot of work, but man, they look incredible if you do that.
Yeah.
And eventually, I would love to do that. I don't have the finances to do that currently, but I would love to do that in the future. Yeah, I wish Dodge would too. Like, it would be really cool.
What if they brought this thing back?
Well, yeah.
Oh, come on. Why won't you catch thread?
Oh, I agree. That's why, you know, one of my other cars is this old beast over here. And she took a punch to the nose last year, but I have all the parts to fix it. And that is a 1989 Firebird Formula that is actually crazy fast and awesome and does amazing burnouts. And there's quite a bit of video of that on the channel. And she's a lot of fun.
Huh.
What happened?
I'm having a hell of a time getting that last head bolt to line up.
Boo.
I will get it. It's just being a pain in the butt. 13, 12. Where'd my 10 go?
Yeah, this is, I guess they call this more like a destroyer. Like it's like a gray. This is actually a Mako paint job. It's not a great paint job, but
it's Battleship Gray.
Oh, someone said that's no bueno. Is the gasket sticking out, possibly stopping it from threading?
It's the only one that's not, so I'm just turning a few more screws loose so I get a little more play.
Okay.
And it should line up.
Okay, I'm going to throw this back in the stand. I'm going to hit the restroom real quick. Sorry, guys, my hands.
But no, the gasket is not sticking out. I can see it where it should be.
Okay. Let's get this here. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to leave you in Jeff's capable hands.
Oh, Jesus.
And I'm going to run away for a moment.
Who said I'm capable?
I tried.
Who's the liar? Stop lying.
All right, let's see what we got. I wasn't even paying attention. Yeah, that. All right. Entertain the people, Jeff.
I will do my best. Oh, wait, I'm supposed to be trying to be entertaining. Doo-ba-doo-doo. Okay, that did catch thread. Why wasn't this one catching thread in that hole? But it caught thread in that hole. Okay, we're lined up. Do 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 do. Rattle. So yeah, someday I'm going to buy a Hellcat supercharger for this thing and install it. Someday. I've been able to find ones relatively cheap online. They are warranty replacements. They were taken off because they're faulty. But the problem with them is almost always just bearings, and it can be rebuilt. Dodge doesn't rebuild. They just replace, which works to my advantage if I want to buy something. I don't think the technicians are supposed to sell them, but they do. Doop, 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 doop. Once again, apologies, chat. I cannot see anything while I'm working. When Mark gets back, he will start officiating that. This was so much easier to do when I had the front end of the car taken off. Okay. Now I gotta torque them. So So where's my 15 millimeter? There's a 14. There's a 15. It's a square drive, deep socket. All right. Okay, and then 90 degrees further once I get the rest of them torqued. I am ever so slightly concerned. I am reassembling with the same head bolts, but this engine's never ran with these bolts. It's never gone through its paces. It hasn't heated up and cooled down. So I think we're okay. Do 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 do. And Mark's back.
Am I though?
I don't know, are you?
Step right in front of the camera. Grab the mic. Things. All right. All right, here we are. Oh, someone said that's not the proper tightening sequence. Start from the inner bolts to the outer bolts.
Oh, crap. You're right. Oh. No stopping it now.
So, these head bolts have never been heated.
Yeah, I was just mentioning that.
So, yeah, it shouldn't be a problem. We actually had a Dodge technician in here last night.
Fucking immediately identified my idiot problem.
Yeah, and he said we should be totally fine to reuse these bolts without a problem.
Yeah, because the engine's never heated up. It's never been through its paces. We should be absolutely fine.
Oh, yep. Someone says, yep. He's correct. Inner to outer on everything. Manifolds, front covers, valve covers.
Yep, I fucked up. Should be okay, but I did it wrong.
Okay. Bill asks, quick question. Now that you've got a week using the new mics, are you happy with them?
Actually, yeah.
Yeah, actually, for really, really cheap. These are $30 Amazon mics. And yeah, they're great. Ooh.
Okay, so now, beyond the 45 pounds, I have to go 90 degrees.
Shiraz says, yep, it'll still be fine.
Ah.
And they say never more than one reuse.
Yeah, I normally wouldn't want to reuse ever, but they've never actually really been used.
Yeah.
Okay, that's roughly 90. I should be using a dial indicator, you know, making sure I get the thing perfect, but we're backyard mechanics.
Oh yeah, we know the torque sequence.
I hate doing this. Okay. Oh, okay, that's 90 degrees. I've already done that one.
It's a third gen Hemi.
Pre-Eagle.
Pre-Eagle.
Which I'm honestly not entirely sure what the difference is with the Eagle motor. It's got different heads. That's all I really know. Come on, get on there.
Let's see. I'm going to do this. Go around to this side of the car. And
Yeah.
okay. Wait. Hold on. I can do that one if I can get it on my.
Oh,
I got my elbow earlier.
oh,
Right there. He said, "I don't see any cuts and bruises. Motors must take some blood."
oh man, I bleed on everything. I have bled on this motor. It was just like a week ago.
Okay. So someone said, "What's the job?" Well,
A lot of things.
so I bought this car at the end of January, and it was smoking horribly, and it had a misfire on cylinder 8 and a multiple misfires. And it was smoking horribly. It sounded good and it seemed to run fine, but it was smoking horribly. So
I'll be right back.
Yeah, nobody wants to hear you use the bathroom.
Yeah.
Right? So we pulled the plugs. We figured it was a lifter issue. And so we pulled the plugs and did all that. And the lifter baskets weren't even bolted in. We actually have a video. You could just lift it out like it wasn't even bolted in. You just reached in and grabbed it. Like, it was crazy. Thank you, Bill. Yes, it is a 5.7. And so in doing that, we decided to go ahead and do a second stage comp cams kit in it and put in long tube headers. And so we're turning it into a little bit of a beast. Oh, yes. So, yeah, lifter tick is a common thing with these Hemis. Like, and it also has the MDS delete, so it will no longer turn itself into a 4-cylinder on the freeway. Okay, and I had another question up here. Is there fire up in the plan tonight? Hopefully. What's up, kiddo? I have children saying hello.
Guess what else I got?
Hi, Michael. Maybe.
Sure. You know the pants that I found?
Uh-huh. Love you. Can you see the dogs?
I found another one.
My dogs are in the house. Ooh, you installed a non-MDS kit and it helped.
Oh, I'm sure. It
Well,
did.
no, he says his engine smokes too.
Oh, the MDS was causing a problem? Yeah.
He said
I
he
can definitely see that.
said he installed an MDS kit and it helped.
I delete.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, that's the
Yeah,
that's actually the neighbor's dogs barking.
that's why we don't have any wiring in there, and they're just plugged. We took out the MDS system.
Oh, he said not his engine, doesn't smoke at all. Just ticking.
Yeah, the hemi tick is a problem. It's the reason why my truck is not being driven. My engine's getting ready to grenade itself.
Yep, that one has the hemi tick really bad.
I'm positive I'm going to open that thing up and find a really badly ground down lifter somewhere in the system. But because I want to do full forged internals and a 410 stroker kit, it's going to be, later this year, towards the fall, before I have the money to do that. It's like $4,600 just for the stroker kit.
I mean, that was like all the work we needed to do, right? We can just start it now, right?
Oh, yeah. That intake doesn't even have to be put on.
Yeah. Just fire it up. Let's go.
No, I still got to yank the other head.
I know. Just couldn't help myself. The intake sitting all cockeyed is hilarious.
Well, I love that the throttle body's cockeyed naturally. It's not... You'd expect these holes to be square plane. They're actually rotated about 15 degrees, and it just looks weird.
Yeah.
All right, that is one side.
Yay.
I guess I might as well just button up that side.
This car, when I got it, had a full cat delete on it.
That they didn't program.
That they didn't program.
It was missing O2 sensors.
Missing O2 sensors. So we definitely think that was part of it. We know that was definitely causing it to pump the engine full of freaking extra fuel.
It was running very rich.
Smelled super rich. Yeah, right, exactly. So I put cats in it, and that helped. That got rid of all the rich. It was still smoking.
But then while dicking around with it, I came to the conclusion that the number 8 valve seal was bad.
Yeah.
So I pulled the valve covers, pulled the rocker arms, replaced that valve seal. And when I reassembled everything, one of my push rods was short. It turned out that the lifter, when I disconnected the push rod, relieved tension, the cap jumped out of it. The lock ring had popped out, and there was basically no lifter. And since I had to pull the heads and start digging into it, I said, screw it, and I bought Mark a Stage 2 comp cam kit. And that's where we're at. We're just finishing reassembly and fixing the errors I tend to make because I'm an amateur.
He said sensor 1 upstream matters for the mixture, not downstream.
One of the upstreams was disconnected.
Yeah.
Both downstreams were gone, and one of the upstreams was completely disconnected. It wasn't hooked up. It was like an 18-year-old was playing with this thing.
Yeah.
I think he had good intentions, probably actually sort of knew what he was doing, but didn't.
Yeah.
Again, like I keep saying, it's like the work I would have done when I was 18.
Yep.
Hey, quick opinion poll of everybody in the chat. Is Lucas oil stabilizer a bad idea to use in modern engines with tighter tolerances that use thinner oil?
Jeff hates it. I like it.
No, it's not that I hate it. I just have a question.
Shiraz says terrible idea.
Yeah.
Yep.
See, because I know the tolerances are a lot tighter. That's why the oil is thinner. So it'll actually get in there. And if you thicken your oil, you could have some problems. Now, I've known people that ran 60 weight gear oil in their engine block on a 350 and swore by it. But with these modern engines, I'd be a little concerned about that.
Someone said Lucas has a blend for newer engines.
Oh, okay. Because I still swear by Seafoam. You know, that stuff's amazing.
And Sear Media says tighter tolerance thing is an exaggeration. And they said the lighter oil is for fuel economy.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh. Well, I guess that sort of makes sense. Lighter oil is going to produce less resistance in the motor.
Yep. And Sear says there's a thinner synthetic Lucas.
Oh, okay.
And then Shiraz said it's just putting a Band-Aid, does more damage in the long run.
Okay. See, I put engine honey into my 1970 Volkswagen, and my engine fried within like a week. Now, I know that's not Lucas, but it's another oil additive, and it freaks me out, the idea of even using it. Thankfully, a 1970 air-cooled Beetle is very easy to rebuild. Doop, 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 doop. Manana.
It is fun.
I wonder how many people out there went do 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 to themselves when I did that.
Hopefully everybody.
Right? Oh man, I hate relacing valve trains. Let's see how many times I can spit a rod this time, right? Move. I know you're in a better position, but I need to be in that position.
Hey, look, I was doing it for the audience. It's for the people. Dang. Sear Media says I have 310,000 miles on my Ford Escape Hybrid.
Damn.
That's pretty impressive.
Surprised your battery's still good.
The highest mileage vehicle we own is the Firebird.
At 200 roughly.
The Firebird has about 225,000 miles on it. I don't believe it's the original engine. And then the next highest vehicle is the Rogue over there. And that one has something like 190 some thousand.
And then after that's my truck at 187, I think.
Yep. And then the Soul has like 160. Arizona.
Yeah, cars don't die here.
Yep. Arizona.
I mean, they'll melt, but they don't rust.
Yep. This right here is my front yard, and I love it. Maine.
Oh, Maine, eh?
Oh, see, I love my Soul. So my Soul is a 2011 Kia Soul, and it does charity work.
Damn it.
Yes, lots of scorpions. Lots of scorpions.
Much to everybody's chagrin.
Yeah. Yeah, my soul is fun. No, actually, I don't really get any wind resistance on my light bar. And the Magnum's going to get a light bar too, just
we're intentionally putting a low profile
light
bar on it. Specifically because of wind resistance.
Yep.
This thing is going to be a dragster, and I don't want anything getting torn off of it when it's going down the fucking strip.
And yes, it is an amazing. What type of light bar? It is an old-fashioned style. That is a Federal Street Hawk.
Somebody actually cares.
So the light bar is actually going to go right in front of the sunroof on the Magnum. It's probably going to go right around here. And then it's going to get door decals and everything like that, and it's going to do stuff for the charity organization, just like the Soul does.
Oh, and your fender badges.
And the fender badges. Fender badges are freaking awesome. I found fender badges for this that if you're a Ghostbusters fan, they look like terror dogs, but it's in the style of a Hellcat symbol. They say it's a dry heat. It's a crazy heat. It truly.
I can say it's a dry heat, but that is not a good thing when it's 120.
Yeah, it's rough. You know, it really is. What are you looking for?
10 millimeter. I just had a 10 millimeter deep socket.
Deep socket, huh?
It's just what I had. There it is.
Yeah. Oh yeah, 120 is darn hot. It's crazy. Yep. Into the void, into the 10 millimeter void.
Right.
Never to be seen again.
Nope. Skip. Come on. I hate lacing valve trains. Come on. Okay, that one's in.
Yay.
Okay, there's one of my overhands.
Lacing the valve train is getting your push rods into place.
Socketed into the rocker arms.
Yeah, socketed into the rocker arms.
And it's not a lot of fun. Everything's under tension, especially with these upgraded beehive springs. So what I'm doing here is I'm compressing a spring.
This is really live. We cannot hear you, but I can see you.
What?
Hi, Bryce.
Oh, hey.
Welcome to the live. Bill was in here just a little bit ago, Bryce.
Yeah, come on.
Yes, the cam position makes some of the valves into. Yeah, we've dealt with that. He's turned the motor over a couple of times.
There's always a point where I'm catching somewhere. This actually isn't that bad.
Ooh, here, so I can show you this, Bryce. I did work with the plastic welder earlier and did repair some of the stuff. It actually did a really good job.
Surprisingly good.
So here we are. So I was able to get this back in there. It's not pretty. I haven't cleaned it up yet. And then I did a repair job on this one. I actually used a zip tie and put that in there. So I should be able to put a washer in there. And so I should be able to get that all back up. So should be able to get the ignition in there, and now I should be able to turn it, and it should do its thing. So plastic welder for the win. Thanks, Bryce.
Right? See, this is the problem with me having put the front of the fucking car back together.
Yep.
Now I have a heck of a time trying to get to that pulley so I can spin the engine over.
Right.
What freaking...
Oh, yeah. Northern Arizona is freaking beautiful.
Back up. Yeah, I love the muggy on rim. Are you serious? I don't have enough room for my goddamn breaker bar? I hate my life sometimes.
It is not a manual. It is it is an automatic.
They don't make LX platforms.
There are no LX platforms that are manuals unless they've been swapped. Ooh, Sear Media said maybe turn the idler pulley to make it turn.
Ooh. I don't know. Okay, wait. All right, I need hands.
Okay.
Get in here.
All right. I gotta put you guys in your stand. I have to assist Jeff. All right.
Hold this rocker arm up.
Okay.
Don't stick your finger under it.
Right. Because squishy.
Right. You're going to need your other hand as well. This rocker. Well.
Okay.
That rocker arm.
Okay.
You got it?
Yep.
Okay, so you should be able to let go.
Okay. Good.
Seems good.
Woohoo! Win.
Oh, yeah. Half the Valvetrain on one side put back together. Haven't done the other side yet.
And the intake slightly sideways.
Yeah, that don't matter.
Yeah. We're also self-taught mechanics.
Basically, we learned how to keep trash on the road. And over the years, created the better levels of trash.
Yes. Trash.
Okay. So, I hate to use the torque wrench for this, but
Indeed.
it'll actually clear.
This was one man's trash. The poor kid that bought this car.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, my God.
He didn't know what he was doing, and he spent way too much on it.
The poor kid. So I actually found the pedigree for this car. I found the previous owner from the guy that I bought it from. And He told me the kid that bought it from him, he paid $5,000 for it plus a Mustang GT, like a 2005, 2006 Mustang GT. So $5,000 and a Mustang GT. And the kid that I bought it from, he was so tired of dealing with it that he sold it to me for $1,800.
Okay.
Yay!
That side's staying together. Last time I did this, I was ejecting push rods when I tried turning the motor over to make sure everything worked. Extra set of hands made a big difference there.
Yay! Go my hands. I'm good for something.
Right? Probably at least more than one other thing. Ask your wife.
Oh, yeah. I got a screaming deal. This thing's great. I'm really hoping when we fire it back up that it doesn't smoke anymore and it'll be a darn good car. Because supposedly this engine was rebuilt. It was rebuilt poorly, but
yeah,
it was rebuilt. It's a 2005. So first year of the Magnum. Oh, it's not going to be a part. This is it. Like, this is, knock on wood, final assembly. We thought we were at final assembly.
Yeah. And I'm an idiot. If you were here earlier, you heard, but I installed the left head gasket on the right side and the right head gasket on the left. It was spitting water when I tried to fill the system up.
So,
God damn it. God damn it.
What'd you do?
I lost a bolt. I got to crawl under and find it.
Yeah. Someone said main bearings are probably tightened awkwardly. Actually, I think the bearings are probably just fine because the engine ran fine. Like, that's the thing. When I bought it, the engine ran fine. It just smoked.
And as far as I can tell, the rings are good.
Yeah, we still have to pull the driver's side.
Oh, where'd that go? I did not hear it hit the ground.
Jeff lost a bolt.
Oh, I've got spares if I need one.
Yeah, but you need to locate it.
Huh. Oh, as long as it's not in the head, I don't freaking care. I'll just go grab one of the extras.
Sure as said, it sounded like it hit the chassis leg.
Yeah, it's sitting on something. I can't find it. But it's not in the head, so. Doop-a-doo-doo-doo. Where did they go?
No, not really. No. I mean, I don't. Sierra asked, did you guys wake up with dry throat in the morning in Arizona like I did?
Oh, man. Some days I wake up multiple times at night with my entire mouth just absolutely a desert.
But Jeff is a smoker. And I think that
it probably has something to do with it.
Yeah.
Huh. Where'd the other rocker arms go? There was a box with spare parts.
It's underneath the front of the...
No, not the box you packed. This is stuff we got from Frankie. Ugh.
Aha! Aha! Aha!
Since we've got part of an engine over there, I've got extra rocker arms, which means extra bolts.
Yeah. We have lots and lots and lots and lots and lots of spare parts. Spare parts. Spare parts. Spare parts. And spare parts. And spare parts. And spare parts. Lots and lots and lots and lots and lots and lots of spare parts. Yeah, I don't have anything wrong with Rock Auto.
Rock Auto? Yeah. Why?
Someone asked, you guys like Rock Auto? Ain't nothing wrong with Rock Auto.
I've bought parts from them. I mean, I have no actual opinion.
In fact, the front brakes and rotors on the Soul are from Rock Auto.
Oh. Okay.
It's because there are kids out playing. That's why the dogs are barking. Bryce said, I like Rock Auto when they actually send the right parts. Right?
Jeez.
Ooh, here. This will be fun. So,
Those lined up well.
what's the reason why we all buy speed parts? For the stickers. Because everybody knows, $1,100 worth of parts. This is why you bought it. Right here. Ah. Oop, I want the lights again. Oh, yes. At least 10 horsepower. In fact, if you follow Jegs on Facebook, they had during April Fools.
Oh, I wanted some of those.
They had 50 horsepower, 100 horsepower, and 150 horsepower sticker packs that they put up online. It was freaking hilarious. Mesa, actually. We're pretty close to Mesa. In the heart of Mesa.
Very edge of Mesa.
East Mesa.
Yeah, we're basically Apache Junction. Not quite, but you can almost throw a rock.
Yep. Molnir's Wrath. More northern Arizona here. Nice. Thanks for joining. Can you bring your weather down here? We'd like it.
Right. Someday I'm going to be wealthy enough to move up to the rim. Have a moose scare the hell out of me every once in a while.
Bryce says you shouldn't throw rocks at people, Jeff.
Sometimes they deserve it.
Molnir's Wrath said it's pretty cold up here. Windy, though. Yesterday was hot.
Yeah.
And Phil Collins said, I'm in Nebraska. I've been to Nebraska like twice. I really liked it.
That's the state I haven't actually been to.
I've been to Nebraska. It was nice. Central Maine, edge of the wilderness. That's really cool.
Dude, East Coast is freaking beautiful.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I haven't been, like, hardcore East Coast. I haven't been East Coast at all, actually.
I've been Southeast. I've never been to the south.
The furthest I've been is Chicago.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
Mm-hmm.
It was a weird trip.
It was a fun trip.
It probably would have been more fun if we actually succeeded in moving there.
Right? Well, I don't know. The winters were kind of rough.
Yeah, right. Okay.
All right.
Those are seated.
Yay. Ooh, I lived in Massachusetts on the coast, too. Nice.
Nice. I just moved back here a few years ago from Seattle, and I freaking loved it up there for the environment and the weather. Not so much for the policies and the people. I do like liberal politics, but they're freaking weird up there.
Yeah. Phil Collins said, I'm thinking about moving to the Philippines. I know quite a few people that live in the Philippines. I know quite a few people from the Philippines.
Isn't the Philippines a dictatorship?
I don't know. I don't know that I would want to live there.
Yeah.
I hear it's nice. Where are you going?
Grabbing a cigarette.
Oh.
Isn't that the country where the president is really just a dictator and they started just executing drug addicts because if you kill everybody that uses drugs, that's not a problem anymore?
I'm not sure. All right. Shiraz says, I'm here in South Africa.
I don't know that much about South Africa, but District 9 and Chappie were both great movies. All right, yeah, so that valve cover needs to go back on, and then I start pulling the other side apart.
Yep.
Oh, shit.
What?
Power steering pump's attached to the head.
Fuck.
So I'm going to have to drop the belt back off.
Boo. Vincent said, torque the rocker shaft bolts.
I'll have to look up what they're supposed to be torqued to.
Big throttle body. Yes. Yes, it is a pretty big throttle body.
Stock, but yeah.
He said, yeah, Chappie was made here.
I know.
Yeah.
District 9 and Chappie.
Yeah,
both
Chappie was
great
Chappie
movies.
was great. Oh, he said, Whipple when? Yeah, that'd be great. What? The look of disbelief on Jeff's face.
195? I don't even think our torque wrench goes that. Oh, inch pounds. Okay, so divide that by 12.
No, I kind of wish it did because that would be much more affordable than gas.
Okay, 16.25. Fucking 195 inch pounds. All right, I need a 10 millimeter with a 1/2 inch drive.
If you don't have a 10 millimeter with 1/2 inch drive, we have that.
Nothing about that is 1/2 inch.
I understand that. I'm helping.
You're not helping at all.
I am helping.
Here, use this. It's totally wrong.
Yep.
There we go.
See? I helped.
Shut up. You didn't help anything.
I did help. We can have guns here too.
Oh yeah, I've got a few. Really? Come on. There we go.
I'm moral support. Sure as said, the only help I was so far was on holding to lace the valves.
Yeah, you know what? That's okay. Mark is definitely moral support. He keeps me motivated, keeps me moving, and he handles the chat. He, you know. He's only half useless.
All right, what are we doing to it? So, This just got a second stage comp cam kit along with a MDS delete and long tube headers. And so currently we are
fixing a mistake I made.
We're fixing a mistake. So this head just got put back on because
with the proper head gasket this time.
The right side got put on the left side and the left side got put on the right side.
And it was pissing water out the side of the motor when I tried to fill it up.
Yep. We were within minutes of being able to start it, and then whoops. So
mistakes were made.
Oh yes, absolutely. It'll happen. It'll either happen live or it'll happen on a video.
What?
Hearing this beast go roar.
Oh yeah. And it's gonna sound freaking good. Okay, those are torqued.
Woohoo! Thank you so much for that comment. We really appreciate that.
Yeah, most of those clicked when I turned the torque wrench. One of them was actually still loose.
Yeah.
So I'm glad somebody said something.
Yep.
How we doing?
We get about 48 people, so says our end of things, which may not be right. If Bryce is still here, he'll give me the correct number. Let's see. I am at 40%. Oh, Bryce just said, remember that episode of Peppa Pig where Daddy Pig rebuilt the Hemi?
God damn it, it's Kirby!
Bryce says, yep, it says 49.
It's freaking Kirby, it's not Peppa Pig. Oh yeah, 8mm.
What? Space Cowboy, those motors are trash.
You know, a lot of people do have that opinion. But Dodge built a supercharged 700 horsepower version.
Yep.
They can't be that bad.
Yep. So this is a 2005.
Yeah, pre-Eagle, we've removed the MDS system, which is a common fail point in the vehicle.
Technically, the Hemi was smoking really bad, and as we dug into it, we found that the lifter trays were super loose, and it was throwing a code for a misfire on cylinder 8, and so we replaced the valve seals and everything like that. And then
in that process,
in that process, we ended up collapsing a lifter. And so that's when the second stage comp cam kit happened, and
because
the
if I'm
MDS
gonna dig that far in, I might as well pull the cam and change it. And
yeah, exactly. Sure has asked, how was the valve guide?
What do you mean, how was it? I mean, it's a valve guide. I pulled it. It didn't seem all that bad, but I replaced it anyway because we had extras, and I really don't know if it was the problem or not because that's when the lifter collapsed. I couldn't put the Valvetrain back together. I had to pull the heads, and like I said, if I'm going to replace lifters, I'm going to pull the cam and replace it too. Because why the hell not? 78 horsepower in a box is worth it.
Yeah. So, someone said, what else are you going to do with it? Well,
there's not a lot I can do.
There's not a ton else that we're going to do with it right now. So we're going to see how this goes. If this goes well, then in the future, it may end up with a supercharger on it.
Yeah, because I did find a way to get a relatively inexpensive one that I just have to rebuild.
But of course, that will require us to do transmission upgrades.
Yeah, this transmission's supposedly only good up to about 600 horsepower. A lot of opinions says it's great up to about 600 horsepower, and then you have to do major upgrades to it. Replace a bunch of valves, seals, solenoids.
Torque converter.
Yeah. Well, the torque converter is the next thing.
Yeah.
I want to put probably a 2800 in here. I don't want to go too hardcore. I hate this final bolt.
Yep.
Such a pain.
Yep.
Okay.
We did all that. These heads have been pulled and everything like that. The valves got lapped and everything. There's all kinds of video of that.
Oh, yeah.
Sure has said, in all honesty, that was quick for that side.
Yeah, well, except for this last bolt.
Right. Oh, no.
It hit the ground. We're good. I don't like this bolt.
Ooh, car care. Says he's done many of them. Hee-hoo.
You ever accidentally put the left head gasket on the right and vice versa? Because that's why I'm having to pull these heads back off.
He said no.
Hey, when you're standing in front of it, this is the left. I'm an idiot. It happens. That one's tight.
Yay.
Poo.
Poo.
All right, I'm gonna get a drink of water.
Okay. So we're at an hour and 40 minutes. I'm at 36%.
You want to call it for a bit?
I think we should call it for a bit.
Okay.
Charge the phone, yada, 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 have some dinner.
Yeah.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to call this for a bit. So if you're in here, so like, sub, share this with your friends. We'll be back out in a little bit to
Start pulling the other side.
So start pulling the other side and get this rolling again. So I really appreciate everyone being in here. This was an awesome live. The comments were great. The commentary was great. It makes it so much easier and so much more fun when people are in here with awesome comments and with, valued comments that add to what we're doing. And it's great.
Yeah, like the guy yesterday who told me exactly what I did wrong. And
Yeah.
I went, oh.
So great. Yeah. So totally appreciate it. Absolute blast. Great live. So thanks so much. Everyone turn on the notification bell too if you're sub so you can see when we're live. Thanks so much, guys.